So nice to see Yaku picking up some chips there. And if you remember his first All Africa, man, was that entertaining, Dave. If you remember his final table, granted, I think he'd maybe had one or two drinks, but wow, we had fun. I mean, that was such a fun table to watch, and he really, I think he made a lot of fans in that table, and then came back and made that final table the very next All Africa.
And now he is a very, very good player. He's been out of the tournament circuit for a little bit of time now, Ryan. We haven't seen much of him on the circuit, but he's certainly back with a bang here, and he's got a lot of chips about him. Brand, Ace King, and he's just been re-raised by Martinovic with 8s. So this is a hand now. Raised by Brand, re-raised by Martinovic, and now Ryan Eber, who usually just mucks his hand pretty quickly, has announced re-raise. Ryan, what could he have here? I mean, aces, there's an ace and a king out there. Has he picked up aces and kings, or does he have queens?
Queens, aces, or kings, Dave. I think that's in this spot. That's all you can put young Eber on.
Well, he's come over with queens, Ryan. He's come over Martinovic with queens. Brand's got ace king. Martinovic has got 8s. What is going to happen here? Now, has Brand got the wherewithal to fold this hand?
77, yeah.
So 77,000 for Brand to call here with ace king. Does he want to see a flop that badly, or
he's in for the least amount of money? But he has been pounced every time he's raised this final feature table so far. They've just kept pouncing on him. Is he going to be sick and tired of it and make a bit of a play here? The truth is, he's got the least money involved in this part, so there's no reason for him to carry on. But he has got ace king.
What's your play here, Dave?
No, I'm not worried about Martinovic.
Martinovic is capable of re-raising you with a lot of different range of hands, but in that spot, Eber re-raising.
No, 4-betting. I only give him aces or kings here, right? I'm folding.
Exactly.
I'm actually surprised he did it with queens. Anyway, wow! Eric Brand loves ace king. Eric Brand loves ace king even on the 4-bet. He's now 5-bet at all in.
And that was, I'm not sure how much. It's not going to be much more for Eber to call, so you're definitely going to see Eber involved in the pot. I think. And
let me just say something about that, Ryan. We saw him at about 200 grand. He's already invested 90, so this is at least 50+% of his stack here with queens against ace king.
And I think Ilija, I think you will see get out of the way here. There's absolutely no future with his hand here playing in this spot.
I like to be in this hand.
Ilija. One thing about Ilija, when he's got 1 penny out there, it's the same as him having his entire house, car and wife involved.
Come on, Ilija, you know you're going to fold. As much as your heart says, jump in, I want to hit an 8. You got to say, hang on. The head says, Eber's got to have a better hand than me.
I know, there's no doubt, I know, both of you.
And you know, at a final table, many years back, Ilija had 8s against 2 other players. Both players up-flopped him, and by the time the river arrived, Ilija had all the money, right?
That's my problem.
And often you're not.
Yeah. I kicked 2 players out a long time ago on the last table with this pocket.
Ah, there it is. He mentions it.
Okay, time's been called.
Not 5.
Yeah. You've got 30 seconds.
Ah, there he mentions it. It's the 8-8. He knocked over Alan and Oliver Berman with his hand, Ryan. They both had over pairs. I think the one had ace king, the other one had over pair. They both had him post flop.
20 seconds, Ilija.
But by the time the river came around, he'd sent both Bermans to the rail.
I'm going to let you guys to fight about that.
3.5.
Not on this occasion, though.
No, you don't often come out.
So another 3,500 for Eber, which is just chip change. He's obviously going to put that in. And here we go. This is a monster pot. Look at the size of the pot there. 228,000.
You know what I got?
Now, this is a big hand, Dave. In the scheme of the tournament,
I love your 8.
you know, you got a previous champion. He could have over 300,000 chips here, or you're going to have one of the top up-and-coming players with over 200,000. So, you know, this could be a tournament-affecting flop that's coming down right now.
Well, the board comes an ace for Gondor. Wow, Ryan Eber must feel absolutely sick.
Time to 2, please. 205.
Now the
I'll vomit.
queen and the queen only for Ryan Eber to knock him off. In fact, Gondor will make top 2 pair. And that is a big whack to Ryan Eber. Welcome to the tournament, Eric Brand.
So now Brand, a real contender in this tournament, and Eber was one of the chip leaders. He must have lost about half his stack there.
I know it's nothing like happened twice.
Pass it, Ilija.
Ilija made a disciplined fold in his mind, I imagine. Eric Brand, well, with ace king against a 4-bet. Not many players moving in there, I think, Ryan, but the youngster's got a bit of wherewithal, and
Ilija,
he's got a bit of guts. He's putting it in.
Now Ilija staying aggressive, raise it up to 15 with 6-7 of clubs.
15,000 to play.
Dave Rosenthal can't find a hand.
Now Ryan Eber has to remain calm.
Away. Away.
He has to remain calm and composed. He's still got a lot of chips. The tournament is far from over.
With discipline, I've seen it all.
Yeah,
Now he's definitely been this far in the tournament before, right? In fact, he's won it. So he'll know all about what these situations take to
Call.
come out successful. Right, Lifman calls with Queen 4. Right, so we've got two little bit of speculative hands from the big stacks here.
I think Lifman was in the blinds there, so yeah, he'll make the call to cheaper price.
And the board comes diamonds for Lifman
Check or bet.
and a 7 for Martinovic.
Friendly.
This is nothing, man. Jesus, 5,000.
It's a lot of money.
Martinovic bets
A lot
5,000.
of money when you're a battler.
So very cheap.
Martinovic bets 5,000. The deuce will not help Lifman. He needs that diamond or that queen. Now Lifman will come out. Maybe take control of this pot, thinking
25,000.
Martinovic is weak.
Ilija.
Okay, let's see what's
But we know, Ilija, what's happening? What's
On the
happening? I
river.
call.
Does not like to fold.
Whoa!
Hook.
How are you running Ilija Martinovic?
Now Lifman, one option, bets 50,000. Ilya's going to make the call plus 100,000.
Fold.
And Mark folds, and Ilija will take it down. So look at the size of that pot, little 300,000.
Well,
there.
that went down like the Titanic, right in 4 seconds.
Well, the guys are getting involved there quickly.
Wow, wow, wow. That was a 300,000 chip pot. I hardly blinked.
So now Lifman,
5,000.
hopefully Davis isn't the start of, what do they call it, the Madison meltdown.
Yeah, the Lifman leave the tournament. Haynes will raise it with the little boys' 4s.
So the little girls are 6s, Dave, the little boys are 4s.
I think I just made that up right now, right?
What are 5s?
26.
The teenagers.
26.
And then, I mean, like 9s and 10s are like the grandmas.
26,000.
Anyway, so
Why?
AK for Storm will pop it up. So AK
Call.
getting a lot of people involved here, and
Ilija cold calling here with nothing committed into the pot with
Ace Jack of Spades. So it's a raise,
Winning
a repop, and the champion comes along with Ace Jack of Spades with all that money. But how does Bozo play 7s with a short stack? Into the muck.
Away. 13 to you.
So Haynes getting a good price here, 13 into 76,000. It's going to be pretty simple call. Wouldn't a 4 be lovely for him now, Dave? Look at that, 90,000 in the pot. Maybe a 4 ace 4 board, 4 ace 7 board.
How about a 9-7-6 board? And
Well-
how does Bozo feel?
Yeah, Bozo is actually feeling quite sick now. You know, if Martinovic, if Storm does a re-raise, he probably comes around for the price there, Bozo, and flops his set and gets it all in.
35.
Storm now, he was the re-raiser, or the re-raiser. He'll come out and fire at this board with AK 35,000. Will Ilija try something?
70.
Well, there you go. He is going to try something. The chip leader is putting his plays out there now, Ryan. He makes the 70th grand to go. Haynes will be rid of it.
Another
Now, this is,
35 to you,
again,
okay?
man versus man. Cards are irrelevant.
And Ilya's hand here, I mean, he's played this hand fantastically, the way it's going to work out, because you got to think of it from the opponent's perspective. What can Yaku Storm actually put Ilija on? When a player goes raise, re-raise, and then you flat call.
It sounds like he's got a medium pair.
Exactly. It sounds exactly like he's got a medium pair. Now the board comes 6, 7, 9. It's a little bit of a scary board with 2 diamonds. There's a bet.
And a min raise.
And a min raise. So he's looking for action, but he doesn't want to make somebody have a cheap draw for a flush. So Ilya's really played this hand. Like we said before, David, has to make sense. And right now, his play makes sense if he had a medium pair. Maybe even a pair of 8s or a pair of 7s, pair of 9s, that kind of hand there.
Well, that's exactly what Storm's going through in his mind. The way this hand has played out, smooth calling 2 bets behind, looks like he's looking to spike something. He min raises the flop, and that's a very, 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 very well played hand by Ilija Martinovic.
I've got to give, just before we go to break, I've got to give Ilya a hand. What a hand, and well played, sir.